Mr. Higgins from Louisiana.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I thank our witnesses for being here today. Commissioner Sabatino, could you step through for the record your chain of command above, ma'am, beginning with President Biden and Secretary Mayorkas and coming down through your chain of command? Can you identify the chain of command above you?
Yes, certainly beginning with the President, down to Secretary Mayorkas, to our acting Commissioner Troy Miller, to my direct leadership, which is Executive Assistant Commissioner Pete Flores.
So you are two positions in chain of command removed from Secretary Mayorkas? Just to clarify for the record, based on what you just said?
At least two removed. And that essentially is our chain of command, yes.
Is there more?
No.
So you have your two positions in the chain of command removed from Secretary Mayorkas. I'm just asking for clarification.
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, thank you for your service. As a Thin Blue Line brother, I very much appreciate the work that you do to help secure our nation. Do you have, in the course of your command, you have ongoing conversations, communications, emails, maybe text messages with your chain of command up, obviously?
I would say my primary communications with Executive Assistant Commissioner Flores. In occasion, I will be acting for him and engage with the acting commissioner.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification. Do you have direct communications by telephone or email, text with Secretary Mayorkas?
I don't recall having direct communication with him one-on-one. Certainly, I've participated in meetings where he's been present.
When you say participate in meetings, would those be in person or virtual?
I believe they've all been virtual.
They've been virtual. Again, thank you for that clarification. So you do recall interactions with Secretary Mayorkas directly in virtual communications, and yourself and at your level of chain across DHS would be present? How many people would be on that commonly in a virtual communication where Secretary Mayorkas was leading the meeting?
I think that could range from 5 to 6, 7 people
There you go.
to large groups.
Just to give us a picture there. So you've had, during the course of your service, over the last couple of years, would you say a handful of direct communications with wherein Secretary Mayorkas was leading that meeting?
At least a handful?
At least a handful. And they were all virtual, ma'am?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Thank you for that. That's interesting. Madam, regarding vessels and vehicles screened at the ports of entry, I've observed operations many, many times in my trips to the border, and I'm always impressed by the professionalism and the focus of the men and women. They're working long shifts. Many of them are working doubles. They're working 2 8-hour shifts. Is this common in under your chain, that you have your men and women working 2 8-hour shifts?
We actually have a pilot currently in place to limit only to volunteers to work 8-hour overtime shifts on top of their current tour of duty or assigned tour.
A normal 8-hour shift. So you do have men and women under your command working 16 hours a day. My understanding is they work 5 days. Is that correct?
Yes. And we do have, and that's where I think there's a discrepancy in that we do have alternate work schedules. Some normal tours of duty could be 10-hour shifts, they could be 12-hour shifts, but depending on what the work schedule is, and alternate days off.
Thank you for that clarification. Regarding vehicles and vessels that are screened, just to clarify for the American people, it's my final question. A vehicle coming through a port of entry is screened with technology, have electronic screening that we won't go into the details of, but is essentially viewed with technology by men and women under your command. That's the initial screening for a vehicle, is that correct?
We currently scan in personal vehicles 1% to 2% coming across the southwest border. With the deployment of technology over the next 2.5 years, we expect to increase that to 40%.
And of the vehicles and vessels that are screened with technology, some are pulled aside for secondary search by actual agents and usually dogs, correct?
Yes, they could be referred for a variety of reasons.
And is that, in that secondary search, is that where you make your drug seizures?
It could be something that's identified right on primary, depending on the concealment, but it also could be secondary NAI screening that could identify anomalies in a search done in our secondary areas.
And you had stated that the percentage of secondary screening was what? Let me let you state that.
So for passenger vehicles, it's currently 1% to 2%.
1% to 2%.
And for commercial vehicles, it's 15% to 17%, with an increase to about 70% with the deployment of new technology.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My time has expired. I yield.